Good afternoon. Okay, so I wanted to come real quick and share this with you. This has been a recurring theme for myself and also my client. As entrepreneurs, it's really important that we know how to move through blocks and how to move through procrastination, through perfectionism, through the stuff that kind of keep us stuck from being able to move forward and doing what we know we either need to do or we want to do. And that includes just even sometimes when we feel low or down and we still have to create that motivation. We still have to get moving because we have a responsibility to ourselves, to our clients, to our audience, to our business to keep moving even when things get a little choppy. So, and this has been a recurring theme with my clients. And so I figured I would come live today and just share like what I do when I get stuck, what I do when I'm in full procrastination, when I'm feeling super unmotivated, and I know that I need to still like move forward. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ilsa. I'm a spiritual nerd, dog mama, and I'm a intuitive business mentor. I essentially help ambitious and soul-driven entrepreneurs in the healing and transformational field to fill their schedule with a lot more ease and create a business with doing a lot less work, a business they love doing a lot less work. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what I do. So I have 3 things that I do, and I feel like they work really well together. The first thing I do is I have a rule that I do the hard things first. So the thing that I'm feeling least motivated to do, but I know I need to do, that's the thing that I decide I'm going to do. And I have a couple different things, one of them being messaging. I get a lot of business from just being building connections in Messenger. That's been for me one of the most beautiful way to meet people and create relationships and create just connections, whether they're clients or collaborations. And sometimes that's not always the easiest thing to get going. So, my first rule for getting past that stuck place is that I decide I'm going to do the hard things first and the things that I know are going to move the needle first. Because what happens when I do that is even if like I've done that by the time it's 10 a.m., my day's a win. Like if I can look at my day and say, okay, I've done that, it's almost like I set myself up to have a good day anyways. Like there's almost nothing, like even if I do nothing else but meet with my clients that day, I've essentially done something for my business that I feel good about. So that's the first thing is decide that you're going to do the thing you don't want to do, the thing you're procrastinating, that you're going to actually do it first and get it out of the way so that then the rest of the day can feel smooth and easeful and you can feel good about yourself. Number 2, and this has worked really well for me, when I really don't want to do something or I'm feeling super unmotivated, I make a deal with myself that I'm going to do it for 5 minutes. I think of almost anything in business that we do a little bit like I think of meditation. It's not the doing of it that's hard, it's the getting started. And so I used to do that. I've been a meditator for over 20 years. I started meditating when I was 15. And if I know in my mind that I have to meditate for half an hour or 45 minutes, I keep pushing it off and then it doesn't happen. But if I decide that the only thing I need to do is sit my ass on a cushion and meditate for 5 minutes, there's no way that I don't have 5 minutes. And oftentimes, and I make 5 minutes be the win. What that does is it allows me to just get moving and get started. Once I'm moving and I've started, usually I just do what I need to do and the rest is a lot easier. It's all the hardest part is always getting started. So the trick is same thing with do the hard thing first. The trick is to actually give yourself an out so that you can get started. If I do it for 5 minutes and then I'm done at the end of 5 minutes, I honor that. This is not a trick I tell myself to then go for a half an hour or 45 minutes, whether that's exercise, whether that's meditation, whether that's marketing or writing a post or whatever. Like, if at 5 minutes I'm done because I'm just not feeling it, then I honor myself, because that's the most important thing. Is our business needs to honor us, and we need to honor ourselves, or it's not sustainable. So, but it happens once in a while where the 5 minute comes and I'm done. It's rare. Once I get started, then it's easy to keep going until I feel really satisfied with what I've done. So that's the second hack is commit to 5 minutes and that's it. And then the third one that goes with this whole thing. So the first is like you commit to do it first. You commit to do it for 5 minutes. So, it's like, okay, it's 9 a.m. I'm going to meditate and I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes. Or, okay, it's 9 a.m. I'm going to exercise and I'm going to exercise for 5 minutes before I get the rest of my day going. Or, okay, I'm going to write this post that I want to put out today and I'm going to do it for 5 minutes and I'm do it first. The third thing that really helps is to remember your big final vision. Most of us, especially when we're talking, I mean, this is true for everything, but when we're talking about growing, running a business, we're talking about passion. We're talking about something that we're doing for a reason. And for most of the people I work with, we are all super soulful people. Like, we're doing this not just for the money, we're doing this because we want to impact the world, and we love seeing that look on our clients' face when we help them. And so to be really aligned with your vision and to remind yourself why it is that you're doing what you're doing, what's at stake, and what happens if you don't? What happens if you essentially, I'm going to be a little bit dramatic here, but if you die with your song still inside you? What happens if you don't actually create the impact, the magic that you were born to create, and you don't do what you know, and you don't share the gifts that you know you were meant to share? And so that's what I do, is like when I really feel stuck, when I really feel unmotivated or I'm procrastinating, I remind myself how important this is. And I remind myself how I don't want to have any regrets. And I get excited. I get excited about the kind of transformation I can provide with people. I think of all the clients I've helped already. And I just get excited about the kind of impact I'm having in the world, both with my clients themselves, but with also the people that they're helping with my help. So that's my hack. And there are three hacks, but they work really well together. First one is decide that you're going to do the hard thing first. The thing you're procrastinating, do it first. Second, decide that you're going to do it only for 5 minutes. And if at the end of 5 minutes you're done, you're done. And that's okay, just to get you started, because getting started is always the hardest. And then the third, to really clench, to really like move things and motivate you, remember your vision. Remember why you love what you do. Remember why it's important for you to share it in the world. And remember about wanting to live your life without any regret, full out. So that's what I have to share with you today, just to help you get moving, because there's always going to be time when we're building a business where we're kind of in a slump. If you want to design a super simple, super aligned business that creates twice the results with half the work, half the effort, and in half the time, and you want your offers to fill with a lot more ease, a lot more joy without having to sacrifice yourself and your freedom, then I want to invite you to come on a call and let's chat. I offer complimentary aligned business breakthrough sessions. And essentially, it's an hour to 75 minutes of you and I partnering together to see what needs to be tweaked, what needs to be added, removed, what needs to be different or changed in the way you run your business or in your offer or in your messaging, for you to essentially create the results you want with a lot more ease and get booked out without any of the burnout. So during these sessions, I literally look at everything in your business, your marketing, your sales, your offers, your pricing, your internal blocks, what's getting in the way, and then we figure out a way to get you exactly where you want to go. More consistent results, better results. But also, I look at how to simplify your business so that you're really loving your life and you're loving your business and you're not working so damn hard to get to where you want to go. So, together, we essentially create that roadmap to effortless success. And by the way, this isn't a sales call. This is you and I meeting for 60-minute plus. And if at the end of that you've had a shit ton of value and you feel like your business has moved forward and you want to continue working with me, then I will make an invitation to you, but only then if that's something you're interested in. So that's my offer to you. The link is in wherever in the description of this video. And I hope these 3 hacks were really helpful to you. All right. Bye.